statistically, then we'll begin.
Hey, good evening and welcome, fellow babies. Tonight, we've got a whole whack of crap on tap for you. We're going to be going through a list of the great nation of the USA states ranked by educational level. Could be interesting. China's balloon turns out to be full of naughty shit, and they are bad, bad, bad. You got Meta giving Trump a place to spew his bullshit again. You got some other people doing some other shit and whatnot. So we should, at this point, just take you to the news, shouldn't we? Well, it turns out we looked through the list of news and it's all horrific. So we threw it in the fucking bin and we're just going to get on with the show here. So we've got DKG Custom in the house tonight.
Boing, boing.
Hey, we got Lokifish Marz.
Greetings, humans.
We got M2M, Matt himself.
Dong ding.
We've got Purple Rhymes with Orange.
Greetings, sentient beings.
And I can't believe I'm saying it, but back from a little hiatus, Aimee Hogan's here.
Yay! Hello, everybody.
How's it going, Aimee?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, good. I think you're going to have some fun tonight. Absolutely. So where do you guys want to start off with? Because we could do the Super Bowl commercials or we could do the states ranked by education levels. What do y'all think?
We'll save the Super Bowl commercials for a funny wrap-up, I think.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so let's go right into it here. And I believe that I can just go like this. And here we go. Look at that. It actually worked. But yeah, so stories first. I don't know who the hell they are either, fellow babies. Don't ask me. But they put together this list and they've ranked them all out. And here we go. And it's Arkansas. I had to. Picking up the tail end of this donkey. You are the balloon knot, I guess. Sorry for anybody who lives there, but it's pretty good. It's funny, right? So with a population,
someone had to be last.
Yeah, well, that's just it, right? You know, this isn't one of those things where everybody gets a participation badge. There are limits here.
Well, the thing is, what really surprised the people in Arkansas is they didn't know there were actually 50 states in America.
Good point.
Do we know what percentage of those are flat earthers as well? Do we any idea? No?
I'm guessing higher than the 8.3% that hold advanced degrees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot higher, I think.
Now, there's all kinds of babble here that we could read and whatnot, but let's get to 49. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. They've got way less people, but the same percentage of advanced degrees, basically. So if you went by I guess it's per capita because they're ahead, right?
I think so.
You know, I never
my
really
statistics courses.
Yeah.
West Virginia's a southern state, isn't it? Am I right in saying that? It's a
sort of, yeah.
West.
Sort of.
Yeah. It's when it very
it
first
became
started
West
out.
Virginia because in the Civil War, half of the state wanted to be with the Confederacy and half of the state wanted to be with the Union.
Oh, right. So it's sat on the border in that regard. So I suppose you.
Well, they
sort of
split off
yeah.
several counties so that they could go with the Confederacy.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So they started out together. And so you could consider it. If you consider Virginia South, you could consider that South too.
Because didn't they back in the day, especially in the Civil War, or even many years after the Civil War, didn't they consider that the people in the southern states were probably less educated than those in the north? Would that be right, or am I getting my legs twisted?
You might be right. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, usually what they considered south of the Mason-Dixon line, I guess you could say they said that,
Right.
Which was a certain parallel. So yeah, but yeah.
Honestly, I think statistically you'll find people are saying that to this day.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, I'm not saying
Just
it's the case. I'm not saying is it the case now. I'm sure it isn't, but I was just curious as to what it was back then.
Yeah, the educational standards, the deep South states tend to fall in the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So next on the list, Mississippi.
I'm sorry, but there's no surprise there.
Yeah, and the population shot back up to damn near 3 million on this one, and the percentage holds at around 8 point ish, right? 8.6 for this one.
Exactly. And it is a beautiful state. I've seen it before. It's really pretty. It's in the South. It's it's got a very agreeable weather. It's very nice there. It's just sometimes there are things that happen there that aren't very nice.
Yeah.
Because Mississippi, one of the least educated states in the US, doesn't mean the states are short of some incredible education.
Yeah.
In fact, it might be as far as the case. After all the universities, Mississippi is probably the most highly rated, with the school boasting plenty of famous sporting alumni, such as football star Michael Oher. All right, okay.
Oh yeah, they definitely have some good universities down there.
They do.
A lot of the question comes to the people living there generally can't afford to go to them.
True.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure kind of like disposable household income when it comes to each state is going to have an impact on that. So, I think in some of these cases it might be maybe slightly unfair, but I don't know.
That's true.
But I mean, here in the UK, I mean, you do have to pay for your university education, but you actually get grants and loans and things like that. So you end up in debt. And then it's a kind of system where you pay back the loan once you start earning a certain amount. But in a lot of cases, it is still, particularly with like the like medical schools and things like that, you end up, considerable amount in debt before you even started your career, which ends up with kind of like you may end up spending 15, 20 years paying back your student loans before you start really sort of breaking even with everything.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we do have some grants, and some people are lucky enough to get on to some scholarships. But yeah, lower income people can get grants that can cover a good chunk. It's we have things like the Pell Grant and things that you could use, but still, it's still expensive.
Is that dependent on the state, or is that the same with all states?
Yeah, it's the same with all states, pretty much. It's a federal program, so it's just based on income instead of really location. It's income based. So
yeah.
Okay. Should we bring up the next one?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And we've got, drum roll, please, Louisiana. Population jump. Now we're at 4.6, and we're still in the 8% for degrees. I think what you've got going on here, right in the title there, the degree earners often leave the state.
Yeah. So that's why because they do have a good program. Sweet just said, this is a good comment. Yoo-hoo, laissez les bon temps roulette. Free tuition to college in Louisiana if you keep your grades up. So that's really cool.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
that's an excellent idea. But sadly, it seems that they're still leaving the state if they only have 8.9%.
Yeah.
So that is too bad. But what a great program. So kudos to you, Louisiana, for having that. That's really good. And of course, there's some French down there too. So of course, kudos.
Yeah. No, you don't have a tick over that E for nothing, do you?
That's right. I don't.
Okay, so here I'll scroll down a little bit and we'll see some pretty pictures and a couple of things we won't bother reading. Louisiana is best suited for jobs in industries like agriculture and tourism. So yeah, if there's lots of jobs in that field, you wouldn't have a lot of people with master's degrees running around with resumes. Right.
I thought it was more like the Midwest was more the agricultural areas of the states, is it not? Or is that where Louisiana is at all? I'm not very good when it comes to geography of states.
The Midwest is more growing grain.
Right.
The South, cotton and tobacco have still been big crops.
So still quite a lot of agriculture then, just different. Right, okay.
Yeah, just different plants.
Yeah.
Smoke them if you got them.
Oh, bless you. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So here, what's next here? We've got North Dakota.
Okay.
Huh.
A northern
Wow.
tier state.
Yeah, small population.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know,
And half of them live on oil rigs.
I bet. Yeah, not even 800,000 and still in the 8%. So, I mean, that percent, at least, you know, by population is better than where we just were. You know, household income's up like 20,000 here. So that's definitely that oil rig thing, right?
Right. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. 250th out of all 443rd national colleges, the University of North Dakota. So, you know, that's bad. That's decent, right?
Exactly.
So why have they got a large sort of proportion of oil rig workers then at in North Dakota? Is there a lot of oil fields there, or
Fracking. Fracking, oil.
Oh, fracking. Right. Okay.
Repo Sandman said North Dakota has a lot of oil-rich people and a lot of poor people. It's all the oil field workers. So that's what the Beck said. Good to see you.
I bet most of the people that own those oil fields and those fracking fields probably don't live in the state, though. What is that? Would that be inaccurate?
Wouldn't doubt
Probably,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would you want to live there?
They're pretty much,
I
yeah, they're pretty much owned by companies like Shell and Exxon. So
yeah. Right. Gotcha.
Exactly.
All right. Next up, we've got Nevada.
Nevada.
Mhm.
Okay.
So now shot back up to 3 million in population, and we've broke 9% for advanced degrees. And the income is now up to 58. So another jump there as well.
Well, they do have, you know, Las Vegas out there, so that's probably a good.
Yeah.
Any of the city centers will have better income opportunities there than the rural areas. So.
Yeah.
Why
got,
doesn't the? Sorry, go ahead, Dick.
Oh, the University of Nevada in Reno offers the Nevada Guarantee, which provides low-income families with the financial support they need to get through college. Good on you.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
Now, I wonder if those
That's a good
numbers
program too.
are they counting all the people with degrees? I wonder if they're including all the scientists that work at Area 51, you know, taking apart the flying saucers.
They probably got their degrees elsewhere, though. Probably.
Dr. Oken.
So why do I keep thinking of Nevada State University? What's that famous for? Why does that keep popping into my head? Is it famous for something? Or
No
I don't know.
idea
best
here.
I can think of offhand.
No,
I know, for
yeah.
some reason that just keeps popping into my head. Nevada State University, and I don't know why. Oh, well. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you know, Las Vegas,
It's beautiful there too.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Picture's gorgeous. I know those mountains are beautiful.
Yeah.
the
Looks
state's
like home to
primary
me.
industry is
I bet it
literally
does.
just taking the money from tourists.
I mean, Las Vegas. I mean, it was just literally in the middle of a desert, didn't it? It started as a casino in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an
Yeah.
oasis.
It was an oasis. Yeah.
I think Las Vegas means a spring or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's less an oasis and now an offensive, but
Yeah. Yeah.
let's go to the next one. We got Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So I got
Yeah, I
so-
won't sing it.
Wow. I didn't realize Oklahoma had that so many people. I thought it was just, you know, home on the range. You know, like, yeah. I was expecting maybe like 400,000, just a whole whack of cattle and shit. You know?
Right.
It's either Oklahoma or Missouri that stopped public schools from getting money of their textbooks paint Nazis as people of low moral character. It's one of
No.
those states, Oklahoma or Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What was the mean income of the last one before this one? Because that jumped up a little bit more again, is it? Or did you last one was you say was 48? Didn't you say or something? Or have I
Oh,
got that wrong?
the income.
Yeah, the
Okay.
medium household income. What was that previous to that one? Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Don't go back on anything.
Oh,
Just
okay.
curious.
I know. Here, I can slide it
I
up
think
quick.
it was.
Oh no, that's
I
all
think
right.
it was higher. I think
Oh,
it was
58.
58.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gone down a bit. Yeah.
yeah, it has. Yeah, the Midwest states. They're usually cheaper too to live.
No.
They're not
Yeah.
expensive like here.
Mhm.
Oh, same.
Yeah. Woo. Oklahoma, where they have a habit of putting innocent people in prison. That's from Liam Wakefield.
Oh, is that right? Have they got death row in Oklahoma?
I believe so.
Wow. Look at this. Oklahoma is one of the most attractive states for younger demographics. With an average household income above $50,000 and 9.1% of the population being advanced degree holders, Oklahoma is technically one of the least educated U.S. states. However, as we've already seen, ranking low on this list doesn't mean a state is a bad place to live or work. It just depends on what someone has to offer.
Mhm.
Right. True.
You know, ooh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
pretty-
nice. Yeah.
That's the thing about when you see pictures of cities, they're quite often taken, when it's dark and it's beautiful, pretty lights and all the rest of it. But then during the day, of course, the day you walk through the city and it's like, ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
It's like Belfast, it's like lots of pretty lights and things like that. But when you go into it, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Some bits.
Yeah, some
let's,
cleanness.
let's go and have a look at Street View, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start seeing the tramps and the hookers and
exactly.
graffiti and whatever.
Cities would be so much better if they weren't so people-y.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah, just
Very
less people,
true.
less people, more nice buildings, less people, please. Thank you.
Exactly. It's like Boston. You know which areas to avoid when you go down there. It's and which areas are okay. The historic areas you stick around, and then some of the other ones, no, stay right out of there.
Run for
Or
cover.
you-
It's also
exactly.
like
It's just
also
like
termite
Fallout.
mounds. It's also like termite mounds. They're great to look at, but I wouldn't want to live in one.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
very
Well,
true.
Belfast's even worse because if you go to some points, there's people waiting around little dark corners with balaclavas and AK-47s.
Oh my
so,
God.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, they still exist. They're called the not the IRA anymore. The continuity IRA. They still exist. Oh, they're around.
Wow.
I'm probably exaggerating it slightly, but yeah, not far off
Let's-
the street.
Let's get to our next number here. We're in the 40s still. I mean, we got.
I know, we got a way to go.
Yeah, exactly. We got South Dakota. Oh, 5 million. Okay. Yeah. 56, 9.1 again,
Yeah.
higher population, but, low fees for college. So that would draw people for
Mhm.
sure, right? It just doesn't have a lot of them, it seems.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice building, I guess,
Mhm.
Regional colleges, up in the top 20. So, 30,000 in tuition and fees. So, okay, I see. Yeah.
Oh, South
Yeah.
Dakota fares slightly better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
than the
does.
northern
It's a
neighbor,
little better.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that pretty?
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Dakotas are pretty. They're not an ugly. They're not ugly states. They do have beautiful features. So that's
I think
gorgeous.
the city in the background's kind of spoiling that actually. Yeah, I'd like
It
to see more, of that,
is,
just
but that
more
river's
forest and stuff. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
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 Right. Let's scroll down and we get Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Now that's a Midwest state.
Highly
59,
affordable
yeah.
with some of the better ranking colleges for in-state students.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
60,000 income almost.
Yeah, almost 60. Yeah. And they're up to 9.5%. That's good.
Yeah.
We're
Climbing.
getting up there. That's yes. 9.5 is better than 0. That's a silver lining.
And let's not forget that James T. Kirk comes from Iowa, but he doesn't work there. He works in space.
Right.
Yeah. He's kind of like Connery in Scotland. So let's check out a picture. Historic building. It just seems to be a theme with this article we're going through here. You always get that, and a little blurb and then heavy text. Yep. Iowa is heavy on agriculture, with nearly half of the population being rural. All right.
Right.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Iowa's only business really is agriculture, followed a very distant second by the fact that they have the main Winnebago plant.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, we'll go forward a couple more.
Wait a minute. They grow Winnebagos on trees?
Yeah. They're like
Or they grow
oranges,
on-
except the trees are bigger.
Yeah, a lot bigger.
So let's go forward a couple more, and then we'll jump forward to the top ones to round it off.
Okay, sounds perfect.
Top 10 maybe.
Yeah. So we got 41, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Da, 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 da.
Not Indiana Jones.
We named the dog Indiana.
Another Midwestern state.
And the cat was called Arkansas.
A short round.
Oh my goodness. So we have a population of 6,785,528, and we're up to 9.7. They actually do have some good universities out there. They have a great big teaching college out there, the University of Indiana. They have Notre Dame, and they also have Purdue University out there.
Yeah.
That's who I used to do the medical billing for when I was working. It's a huge teaching hospital they have there, and they have quite a program there. They cover a whole bunch of different things. So if you want to do medical, you can go to any of those, and they actually are ranked pretty well.
Right.
But their household income dropped by 10% compared to the previous one.
It did.
Indiana is also the place that introduced a bill into the state legislature to declare that legally pi equals 3.
What?
A lot of work Williams just said here says Indiana, Illinois on meth. Would that be accurate?
I have heard.
A quick Frenchy question aimed at Aimee. You pronounce it correctly, not Notre Dame, as in
Notre Dame. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they call it Notre Dame? Why do they say Notre Dame?
I don't know. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
What do they do when they go to Paris? Let's see the Notre Dame.
Looks stupid. Yeah.
Well,
They don't say Paris, Texas, do they?
No, they don't.
Texas. Paris,
No.
Paris, Texas.
Right. No.
Okay.
So
It is a good call. It's a good university, though. It's a very good one.
Are all the people who live in France's capital city parasites?
Oh.
Well, they live in the primate city of France, so you need parasites and primates, right?
Oh, jeez. So,
Oh, goodness. Ouch.
okay, the top 10. We start with Washington.
Oh.
A pretty state.
7.5 million, 14% advanced degrees, and 73,000 for the median income.
I would have put Washington top 5 personally, but just goes to show how much I know.
Yeah.
Well, you might be getting under the same confusion that I used to have. Is Washington State has got nothing to do with Washington City?
No, I was thinking
Washington
of State,
D.C.
Yeah,
Washington D.C. Yeah, they're on opposite ends. So yeah.
Yeah, that really threw me off the rails when I found that out. Yeah.
Exactly. And we got a super chat, if I may jump in, please. We got one I love this name. I've always loved that name. It's good to see you too. From So Fucking Sleepy, $5 If the demic taught us anything, it's we can WFH from anywhere, state or country. Yes, that is very true. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
We love you reading that name out.
Thank
We
you.
really do.
Damn right.
Thank you. Yes, glad Matt's not in the room right now.
Yeah, I remember as a kid growing up near Vancouver when I discovered that the White House is not in Washington, that's just sort of underneath us. It was way over there. I was like, what? But it's Washington. How can that be?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I wish Streamlabs would hurry up with the little alert for the super chat. It's just Streamlabs is like, yeah, lethargic today. I don't know what to say. But here, we'll scroll down. We'll look at some Washington pictures and we'll see some text that we're not going to read. And there we go.
Maybe we just need a bigger super chat.
A super chat?
A bigger
There's
one.
Seattle. Seattle
Yeah.
is very pretty. That's where a lot of the population centers are. Seattle is one of them.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. Oh, New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that makes sense. Totally, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What's special
New
about New
Hampshire
Hampshire?
is right
then?
next door.
It's brand new. What are you talking about, Matt?
Well, because it's new. Yeah,
It's not the old Hampshire.
it's not the old Hampshire where I'm from.
Yeah. This is the new improved version.
Yeah.
It's not
smack-
it's not a county
It's-
either. It's a bit bigger than Hampshire. the original.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
not a
within
calculator.
commuter range of New York City and Boston. So
Most of
Right.
Boston.
Yeah. Booming economy, very low unemployment. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
No
look at that.
sales
That's
tax.
nice.
They have no sales tax. So before they really started dinging people for
Ooh.
use tax, we used to do our school shopping in New Hampshire. So we used to
Wow.
go to the Newington Mall when we were growing up because, we didn't pay sales tax. Shopping for 4 girls, that adds up. So
Yeah.
Sales
So-
tax is that the same as our VAT DKG? Is it sales tax?
Sort of.
VAT, same thing.
I would
Right,
say
okay.
sort of. Yeah.
VAT, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and they don't have income tax, I believe.
What?
Huh.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, they don't have
Right,
state
fucking,
income
I'm moving there. Right, that's
Yeah.
right. Love,
as someone
moving
who
New
lived
Hampshire.
in Florida, as
Mhm.
someone who lived in Florida, when you don't have a state income tax, you're going to pay through the nose on your millage.
Yes.
When I lived in Florida, we paid $3,000 a year the taxes on a trailer that we could only get $5,000 for, and then we had to pay the landlord's taxes, another $3,000. But when I
Yeah.
moved to Virginia
Exactly.
and I bought a house, my taxes on that house was only about $1,000 a year.
Right. So they
Mhm.
get you one way or the
Virginia
other then.
has
Yeah.
Virginia has a state income tax.
Well, I was going to ask
Exactly.
about that. If they didn't have a sales tax or an income tax, how are they funding the government? They got to be getting tax money
Yeah,
out
they've
of
got to get
it
it from
somehow.
somewhere. Exactly.
So they do
yeah,
it through
yeah. It's-
property taxes, and that's where
screw
they.
you over
That
from
is where they
somewhere.
ding you. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
well,
do.
when the
blow.
question is that who are they taxing the most? Are they taxing more rich people, or are they taxing like the poorer income earners, like they do in this country? That's
Like the middle
that's what it
middle
boils down to.
class.
Middle class
Yeah.
as well. That's not so bad.
Get on with it.
And it's New Hampshire is also home to Mount Washington, which just had its lowest wind speed temperature ever. They just set a record not too long ago, 108 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit for a
That's 'cause
wind
the wind-
speed.
The wind couldn't afford
Ooh.
the tax.
Yeah, exactly. They just left.
So who do we got next here? Vermont. More colleges than people might expect for its population. Yeah, no doubt. It's small, eh?
Very small. Yeah. Land size and
Yeah. But 15% and 57,000. No wonder Bob Newhart moved there to open that hotel thing he ran. Yeah.
It's beautiful there too, because on one side you've got Lake Champlain, and then you've also got the Green Mountains, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous place.
Yeah.
Vermont is very
By the way,
um,
Vermont means Green Mountain. So
trying to find Vermont on my map because I'm really bad at the states and where they are and stuff. Where am I looking?
Canadian.
It's one of the little ones in the upper right-hand corner.
Oh, is it one? Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm the one in the furthest corner.
Oh,
We
you're
ranked,
Maine. Yeah.
yes. Maine ranked 19th place in this one. So I was like, phew, we're not in the bottom. But we are expensive. We have very high cost of living here. So it's,
Right.
yeah. And we have sales tax and, income tax for the state too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, those are the top three. New Hampshire would be next to me, and then Vermont, which is sandwiched between New Hampshire and New York, with Massachusetts underneath. Oh yeah, but it's gorgeous there.
Right. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Cute little towns and stuff.
That almost looks like the little models from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
It does.
Looks like Trumpton, actually.
Yeah. Okay, next up we've got
CGI.
Colorado.
Mhm.
Colorado.
Known for research colleges, but offers excellent liberal arts as well, and probably some skiing.
Yep. Aspen
Wait, what-
is one of the famous places there.
What's liberal arts? What's the opposite to liberal arts?
Conservative art.
Right wing arts.
Yeah, conservatives they don't do art; they only invest in it. So
Make me
Yeah.
a swastika. That's it.
Snowmats in Aspen, Ali says. Yes, that's true.
yeah,
Donald Trump finger painting.
I think every
Oh,
single picture we've come across has had one of the domes on something. It's hilarious.
I know.
You know?
Yeah,
I
where
know.
did that design come from? I wonder. Is it like it's looks
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
Europeanish,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I don't know.
I think that's just what you get
Classical.
because when you Google each state, the first picture you're going to get is usually going to be either their
Some
oldest
historic
building or the
building,
state
yeah.
capitol.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that dome
Exactly.
on the top. Yeah.
So
The
yeah,
American-
Colorado's.
You Americans seem to like your domes. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, yeah. Colorado seems to have a real strong economy and whatnot going on, and
Hmm.
oh, that looks like a
Plus-
nice place.
It is. It's beautiful. That's very pretty.
Technology sector's growing real well and whatnot. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, number 6. Claire would like this. New Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to pronounce it right. No, Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah.
Jersey. Yeah. Population almost 9 million. Wow, it's not a big place either.
No, it's
look
not
at-
overly big.
How
It's
many,
the
average
most
high student
densely
income?
populated state.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's
Pretty
New
good.
tight.
Jersey is
household income as
primarily a
well,
parking lot for people who are working in New York City.
Uh,
82,000 income as well. Pretty good.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, they're very
They
close
did
to
it.
New York City. It's so yeah. So you're gonna have a lot
Look.
more educated people living there because they're gonna be closer to the big centers, and they have Newark, New Jersey, and they
Yeah.
have Newark and places like that. So
Seriously, there are a lot of people who daily park in New Jersey and take the
Mhm.
train into New York City.
yep.
There's also no
lot.
dome. So I'm proud of them.
It looks like
Yeah.
a castle. I
The
like that
castle.
one.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
No dome, the castle.
I like it.
Shipped over from 17th century Europe.
Yeah, IT, pharmaceutical, biotech. Yep, that's going to get
Mhm.
the income up for sure. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that. It's like a go-kart track or something going on there by a
That's
water
Atlantic
park and
City.
stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
That's Atlantic City. Seaside Heights, New Jersey is really cool. You should totally visit it someday. I've been there on multiple occasions.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks like a nice place.
Yeah.
That's not
Mm.
Seaside Heights. That's Atlantic City. Seaside Heights is in southern Jersey.
Mm.
Right. Down near Cape May, right? Is that where am I thinking that correctly?
I have not been there in like 15 years, but we
Oh.
used to go and visit the family in like the 90s
Mhm.
almost every year.
Nice.
So yeah, we got number 5, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Population explodes to 20 million.
Well, you got big fat New York City down there with almost 10 million in there. So.
Yeah.
I was going
Yeah.
to say New York City probably has more population than any of the states on the bottom of the list had.
Yeah. Oh,
By
gosh, yeah.
tenfold, right? You know?
Yes. Yes.
New York City's got half the population easy. And if you drive through the rest of New York, it looks like a slum compared to driving through New York City.
Yeah, and the income dropped a bit from the last one there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It
doesn't
did.
act. Yeah, New York is one of the 5 most educated states in the U.S. It doesn't actually have any of the top 10 colleges, but it's got
Mhm.
Cornell, Columbia, New York University, all rank in the top 25.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm correct,
Absolutely.
if you're a resident of New York City, you get drastically reduced state university rates or almost free. I've seen that on driving, they have billboards, free tuition for in-state residents.
Huh.
I didn't know they had the
Yeah.
free tuition, but yeah, any state is going to have drastically lower rates for residents than for people out of
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, it
Usually
says-
somewhere around half.
Yeah, in-state tuition and fees reportedly around 10,500 average, but I'm sure there's like, you know, things and whatnot. Studying
Mhm.
here is actually cheaper than many of the other high-ranked schools and whatnot. Yeah, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's all thanks to New York City. You get it there, you know. Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
Yeah.
I would have shown the
This is New
Chrysler
York.
building. That's my favorite.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, what's next on the list? Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Blew
The
away its
tuition
westerly
there-
cousin.
The
Yeah.
tuition there was relatively reasonable. I was basically paying about $1,200 per semester out of pocket. But if I hadn't been making so much goddamn money, I would have been able to basically get it almost for nothing.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
And you got Jefferson Labs.
God.
You've got all the military contractors like Huntington Ingalls. They got Raytheon there.
Mhm.
And then up in the northern Virginia, you have all the DC jobs, and they require the degrees and whatnot.
Yeah, household incomes up to 74,000, you know, good numbers there.
Mhm.
The better part of 200 higher education facilities with the college Virginia the University of Virginia stands out at number 55, but it's one of the most expensive places to study, they say here. In-state expected to pay above 21,000 in tuition and fees.
Holy cow.
Now, I'm just going
And
to
that's
make a
because
prediction
like
here.
Christopher Newport and William and Mary, those are super expensive, like 30-something thousand a semester.
Aha.
BK, you were trying to get in there?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm going to make a prediction that the number one is going to be like something like California because of all the fucking movie stars that live there, and that's going to push the annual income up.
Yeah, but the
tremendously.
degree percentage will go down then.
Yeah.
Well, you got Silicon Valley and stuff to make up for that, though, right? You know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are a lot of military industries in Virginia, so that explains a lot of that too. You know, Newport News is another place. My aunt used to work when she lived down there. She used to work down there as an accountant. She was doing okay.
Mm.
So, yeah.
And I was
Oh.
talking about the community college system. It's
Mhm.
really good.
Yeah, okay. I get Virginia more now because I didn't realize that encompasses Washington D.C.
Right.
Now this makes more
Virginia and
sense to
Maryland
me. Yes.
are surround Washington D.C. So you're going to have a lot more college educated people who commute into the city, and you're going to have so a lot of people
Okay.
would live in like Arlington and places like that, which is in Virginia.
Mm.
As Clive Wells says, MIT is rated the highest university in the world rankings. Yeah, everybody knows who MIT, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Incredible place.
Mhm.
All right. Next up, Connecticut.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the college life there, right? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut's
You
a very
got-
small
Ivy.
state, isn't it? Is it pretty small state?
And you got elections. So
Yeah,
And
southern
all
New
the
England, yeah,
banks.
it's pretty small.
you got
Yeah,
elected vote, the banking centers, insurance center, a lot of finance.
Right.
Yeah, you got Yale, Stanford, Harvard. Yeah. 78,000 average. I mean, that's probably just because there's a lot of good university jobs, right? Oh, there you go. There's the classic, look of the old school building.
Population 3.5 million. Is that good, bad, or?
No, what to say there? I mean, I don't know the size of Connecticut. I can't picture it on a map right now.
It's pretty small, top right hand corner by
Yeah, it's still one
Yeah.
of the smaller states there.
yeah.
Yeah, because you can fit all the rest of the New England states in Maine, so they're pretty small. They're not
Yeah.
very big.
Dome.
Dome. It's back again.
Well, Delaware literally started out as just being a county of Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Eh?
it's one of the smallest ones too.
Oh, I
And
should
what-
point out, Dick, that is a dome that looks like it's been built on some kind of Austrian castle.
Yeah.
We like
It's funny
them.
that it's
We
just off to the side of that modern city. Just like, I'm kind of feeling inadequate now.
Yeah.
Dome.
Okay, we're almost through the list here. So next one, survey says Maryland.
Ooh,
Most
Maryland,
diverse
okay.
settings for colleges in the right. Yeah. Because it's got like brown in
DC.
some or something, doesn't it?
I think so. But they do have a lot of, and you can see the income stays right up there too. So
84, yeah.
yeah,
Another quite small. It seems to
Lot
be
of military there
a lot of the small states seem to be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Tiny states, yeah. Surprising.
6 million. I thought Maryland was a little more sparse than that. Wow.
Well, no, they actually have. Of course, they're next to Washington D.C. as well. Washington D.C. is sandwiched between Maryland and Virginia, and they have Baltimore, and they have, they have places like that. Annapolis.
Right.
They have a lot of military
Oh,
colleges,
Annapolis.
and they have
yes.
So and a lot of military installations, and
Right.
Right.
and plus being next to D.C., they're going to have a lot of.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet Commander McMillan, who joins us tomorrow on the show with Starsky, probably knows Annapolis and whatnot quite well with his career in
Exactly,
on the armed forces as a
exactly.
commander, right? Yeah.
Oh, look, Dick. Dome.
Yeah, Dick,
Dome. Oh, yeah.
uh,
Goddamn dome.
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 All
Well, there
right.
might be a
And
federal law that every state capital has to have a dome. I'm not sure.
okay. So
Drum roll.
let's see in the chat who's number one, fellow babies. Let's see it. Who's number one? Who do you think? I'm gonna go with California.
Yeah, it's going to be California.
I've already read this, so I won't say. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You wait and see.
Florida for the win.
Is it Britain?
All right, here we go.
Nope, quite.
And Massachusetts. Oh, wow. Yeah. I
Wait.
couldn't even say it because I was just like, wow.
So
So,
California
yeah.
didn't even make the top 10?
No.
No, they were
I
they
thought-
were down in there too. But I think it's their they have such a big population, what 38 million, that it drops down how many
Yeah.
the percentages of how many people hold advanced degrees.
Oh, I mean,
Just
and
sheer
37
population size.
and 37 of those million are wannabe actors.
yeah. Compton and Hollywood alone drop it drastically, right?
Exactly. And it says Repo Sandman has a good comment. Public education in the U.S. started in Massachusetts, so that
Oh,
explains
wow.
that too.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, look at that. 20% holding advanced degrees in a population of 6.9 million. That's a lot of fucking seriously educated people, man.
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, with a state like that, with a name like that, you've got to be fucking educated. Can you imagine seeing that written down the first time? Saying, right, this is where you live. Where?
Yeah. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts had the first public library in the New World. I think it was the first public library since the Roman Empire. You know, where absolutely
wow.
everybody could go.
Boston.
So yeah, there we go.
And Boston is a big, very big population.
So if you live in if you live in Massachusetts and you haven't got a degree, nobody wants to know you. It's like, nope, I don't want to know you.
Wow. So there you
New
go.
England fared pretty well. I'm pretty
and Dick,
impressed.
Dick, that was a very Roman dome, I have to say.
Yeah.
Don't.
What have the
Yeah, see, there's
Romans ever
Boston
done
right
for
there.
us? Yeah.
It's a nice.
there we
It's
go.
actually not a bad city. It's
Did you notice most of the small states, you know, all the ones at the top northeast corner of the states were on the top 10?
most of them.
Oh
were.
yeah.
It's cultural. It's cultural.
Mhm.
I don't have a degree, but culturally, you know, I'm basically grew up in an area that was culturally like New Jersey. So I can talk about stuff intelligently because I spent my 20s learning stuff and reading rather than getting drunk off my ass.
All
the
right,
other thing-
all right. There's always a critic.
The other thing to consider about all these tiny New England states is that the college campuses probably take up 30% of the land area.
Right.
That's true. Plus, you know, we have long, cold winters up here too. So, you know, what the hell else are you going to do but learn? I'd
Yeah.
rather learn than get drunk. So there we go.
Good
So
point.
yeah, we have
Well,
even
burn
have a
books,
good one.
Amy, don't you?
Well,
Yeah,
no, we just
warm.
burn the things that you can print the books on eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of trees here, so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
my
mean
father
those-
used to work at a paper mill.
you mean those book kits?
Yes. Pre-books. But I do love
What
to
really-
read, so yeah. I
Would.
love yeah. Mhm.
What really throws the list off is, okay, so you have universities, you got your degrees, your bachelor's, your master's, and stuff like that. But the other thing is that the New England states, there's a crap load of advanced trade schools
Yes.
that are, you know, just short of actual proper universities.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
what
it is a very, very
Yeah.
simplistic overview, isn't it? Kind
is it?
of, really.
What do you mean advanced trade school? Is it like engineering sort of kind of world? Or
Can I give you an idea? A machining course in Virginia takes 4 weeks. The machining course I went to at Atlantic Technical Center took 2 goddamn years. There's a huge difference, and there's a huge difference in what it turns out.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's very true. That's very true. But we do have community colleges that are 2 years that you can go to as well. And they have trade schools there and can start your nursing career there. We have a lot of, like for us, a lot of it, we have big healthcare centers plus, so a lot of nursing, and we have some doctors up here too. So yeah. That's what we've
Well,
got
and
in our state anyway, but the other states too, yeah, they have a little bit more to offer, especially the ones closer to the bigger population centers. So
Well, and as well as the the universities there, you probably have some research hospitals, I think.
Yes, I know Boston does, because when my sister had cancer, that's where they sent her immediately they sent her down to Boston for them to see what's going on immediately. And and we have a very good hospital system up here, which Maine Medical Center, and they couldn't figure it out, so they immediately just shipped her to Boston. They have one of the best in the area. It is the best in New England. It's best in the area, so they did send her down there. But yeah, they have very good hospitals there. So oh, they're talking about internet. In some of the U.S. states require advanced degrees for teaching public school, but others don't. I bet you can guess which states don't require advanced degrees to teach. Yes, like in the state of Maine, we do require a master's degree to teach. So it would take me forever if I wanted to be a teacher. so that was out. But yeah.
Well, you'd have to get your internet sorted out first.
Oh, God, yes. If I can get it to stop acting up and being rude. Come on, internet. Then we'll be all set, because I could go to school.
I read a book once. Can I be a teacher?
Exactly.
Sadly, getting what state wanted. I think Florida wants to lower the criteria because so many teachers are leaving.
Yeah. Well, when you threaten to put lawsuits or put them in jail for doing their job, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dick,
Exactly.
I was curious where Minnesota fell on that list. I didn't expect it in the top 10, but I was expecting something in the probably 12 to 15.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that list again, because I had it up earlier, and I was impressed with it. I was surprised, and I was relieved that Maine was at least in the top 20. So
Well, I keep telling people, yeah, the winters can be brutal, but if you can handle the cold, Minnesota's pretty good on all other accounts.
exactly. Yeah, let's see.
So
We're going to find out Minnesota here.
Where did Hawaii come?
I think it was somewhere in the middle. I was impressed, but very expensive to live there.
Ugly German Truth is reassuring me that Minnesota did make the top 50.
Where was Alaska? Because that's the biggest state, isn't it?
Yeah,
Land-wise, yes.
by territory, yeah.
Territory, yeah. So where did they come?
It's
Somewhere in the middle
one of
again.
the least populated, if not the
Oh,
least.
okay.
Yeah, and I don't think that they have really any schools that are known outside of the state.
Right. They have places like the University of Alaska at Fairbanks, but that's the only one I know of. I know there are more.
It'd be cold up there.
Yeah, I think they're pretty
Yeah.
hard pressed to attract people from out of state to go there to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing.
So
Lots of fishing.
should we switch it over and do the Super Bowl ad preview?
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm
would you
curious
like to
about
do
this.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's it looks like there's going to be some good ones. I didn't really check it out so much as just kind of edit it. I put a 2-second pause in between them to make sure that we could get through this. Oh fuck, there's a beep bell doorbell thing. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Fuck.
Sure.
Hold on.
Oh, I hope they have a green M&M commercial. That would make so many people lose their shit. Why? I don't know.
That would be funny. Hawaii made it to number 26.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Alaska was
right.
25. So they were right over the halfway mark.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not bad.
So not bad. No.
All right.
Alaska has a population of 733,391. That's it. And that whole large
not even
state.
a million. Wow.
No,
Yeah,
not
largest
even a
state in the
million.
union under a million. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
11.7% though have advanced degrees, and the median household income is 74,346.
And
So
a
it's all-
gallon of milk cost $10 before COVID.
Oh my god! Can you imagine
Wow.
after with inflation and the cost of living crises that are going on right now with everybody?
I know why a gallon of milk in Alaska is so cheap. Because the federal price supports on dairy products, the formula they're based on is a matter of how far you are from Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Hmm.
The further away you are from Eau Claire, the bigger the subsidies that the federal government kicks in to keep the dairy prices down.
$10 a gallon before the pandemic. That's
That's insanity.
Now, just before we head into the Super Bowl ads, we got a chat from William Kirkmeyer says, "Stupid bowl, yawn." So you're not a fan of basketball then?
Yeah, I don't watch the game either. Couldn't care less. But
No, same here. I don't watch American football either. I don't watch either footballs. I only hear about him and just are curious as to
Well,
how
when
they
you
do
say
it.
Super Bowl, my first thought is something big enough to hold the whole box of cereal.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
A really big bowl of cereal.
Mhm. With Matt, that would be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So, yum.
Fruit Loops or Captain Crunch.
Oh, there
So
we go.
on with the Super Bowl ads, please, Dick.
Yay!
yeah, let's bring them up here. So we'll switch over to well, we'll see if this is going to work. Let's see. So we'll switch over, and it looks like it is going to work. So I'll push play. I can pause in between them. If anybody wants to say anything, you'll see the Shills logo pop up for the 2-second thing, so we know where the breaks are. We took this video from another YouTuber's channel. You'll see the little blurb there on the bottom, link in the description. Thanks. And,
God.
and here we go.
Everybody super chat at this during this video, so we get the most money from this guy's video.
Oh my God.
Well, might as well be honest about it, right? So, okay, here we go. Yeah, Super Bowl shenanigans. Here we go.
Yay.
You're gonna flood it.
I'm not gonna flood it.
That, to my ear,
Oh, that's from that
sounds
movie
distinctly like flooding.
series.
Even a blind squirrel.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, Breaking Bad,
Yeah, Breaking Bad, right?
Popcorn. That was cute.
breaking popcorn.
Mhm. Those look good.
Okay, I'll play the next one here.
They're good.
Another one, popcorns.
Yo, what's up?
Was that the same dudes then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Breaking
Yeah,
Bad again. Yeah.
same product. Yeah, they look good.
Well, that was a bit boring, wasn't it?
I'm
Nice.
not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, like, I guess if you're a Breaking Bad fan, this is cool, but I've never watched the show, so it's just a commercial so far to me.
Yeah.
It took,
I
it
just
took
want
them
the triangles.
hours. Sorry, everybody.
It's not a bad. It's not a
Bad
bad
White.
series. I mean, you get some people that are really mad about it, and then it's just. I just think it's all right. I watched half a series of it. The first series, nothing special.
Yeah, but just the snacks look good.
Yeah.
It's all about the snacks, man.
That's right. It's all about the snacks.
Yep. All right. What do we get next? Let's check it out.
Oh, hey. What? Oh, don't judge me, Anton. Alcohol free. Oh, back to work.
So
I
a
think-
Marvel tie-in.
Hey Dick, I bet you with alcohol-free beer is a bit like us saying vegetarian sausages, isn't it?
Yeah,
you.
I just don't get it. Alcohol-free beer. Like, isn't that
Yeah,
why we invented root beer? What?
Alcohol free and tastes like shit.
I think the point of that commercial was so that you can drink beer and just, always be alert and ready for action.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not beer, is it? Though.
But the thing is, from what I've heard,
I don't know what you call it.
From the early days when alcohol-free beers used to first come out, what was it? Kind of like, I don't know, early 90s or something.
Prohibition.
Yeah, no. Well, at least in the UK, I mean, they started coming out and they were absolutely awful. But I mean, I've heard that they're actually a lot better than they used to be. Is that any good experience?
No.
Are they not? I haven't had alcohol.
No, I was
one.
handed one. We know sometimes when I was working in London and used to walking through Waterloo Station, and there were like people handing them out. So I was sitting there at work drinking this non-alcoholic beer, and there were like people going, he's drinking at work. And it's not, it's alcohol free. I took like one sip of it and chucked it away.
It's awful.
It was that nasty.
Yeah, it's awful.
Well, Anna had a good comment. She called it pea water.
Yep.
Yeah,
I would rather drink that.
But see, there's a perfect solution. There's this thing called coffee beer. You get your caffeine and your alcohol at the same time. What's to lose?
Oh yeah, taking a depressant and a stimulant at the same time. What could go wrong?
No, what you're saying is that you slip a whiskey in your coffee at lunchtime. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
No, he slips a coffee in his whiskey.
Yeah, coffee in his whiskey. Yeah.
There's actual coffee beer. It's a thing.
Really?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god, that sounds like garlic ice cream when they first invented garlic ice cream.
Ew.
Yeah, why?
That just seems weird together.
What's next, Dick?
Yeah, let's play up the next one and see where we land.
Who's the new guy?
I don't know, but he's supposed to be some kind of rock star.
Which one of you wants a piercing?
I like that. That's quite good.
Aussie, all right.
Awesome working.
I thought it was some kind of zombie film.
Yeah. So they figured out how to resurrect the dead. That's cool.
That was good.
Okay, next one. Here we go.
Okay.
Jack Harlow! Jack! Harlow!
What the hell?
Is it true about the low triangle? Maybe. Baby? You having a baby?
What? Does anybody understand?
No.
More snacks. I don't know, but there were more snacks.
Yeah, I like the snacks.
Didn't it say Doritos? Didn't say Doritos. I'm sure it said Doritos.
No, it said Doritos.
Okay.
You're having strong drinks today, are you, DK?
I'm out myself now.
All right, next one.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a problem. That is a problem. It is a problem that needs to be resolved.
Wider tins?
No. Well, yeah. that would be a solution.
Well, that's why you gotta have fluffy paws. They don't get stuck in there. They can reach right in and get the snacks out.
The broken ones at the bottom. It's always the broken ones at the bottom of the Pringles.
Yes, and then you just tip it up and dump them in your mouth.
It. Yeah.
That's all you do.
Do that. Tip it straight into your mouth like I do. Yeah, that's the thing to do.
Well, my son does that when he opens it. Never mind at the bottom.
Yeah. No, usually what
them.
happens when I open them is Matt steals them. Unless I buy two, and then one is mine. Then I can have my snacks.
In our house, you open them. It's like one of those comedy films where you open it and you turn around and go back and this fucking thing's gone, empty. It's like
yes, there's like a Bermuda Triangle in your house of snacks, and someone's eating them. And then it's like, I'm still hungry. What's going on here?
in this household, we've got a rule here. I mean, it's like you can't get cross at anybody. If you leave your biscuits or your snacks lying around, they're fair game. So if they're gone, you can't get cross. It's tough. So if you really want to keep them, you have to hide them or have them keep them in your bedroom or something. So
You have the same rule for butt plugs, though, but I'm not.
Don't you name your butt plug then? Oh, damn.
Let's go to the next one.
Gigantic.
They say all people are 6 degrees of separation away from each other, but some are just a 6-pack away.
So from fake beer to shitty beer. Okay.
Was that real beer though, or was that going to be like coming soon 0 alcohol Budweiser?
Oh God.
Which probably wasn't any different to the actual Budweiser.
I think Budweiser's all right. There's nothing wrong with the Budweiser.
Only if it's fucking ice cold, so you can't taste it.
I do agree.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you can't taste it? What? You mean if you have a really ice cold beer, you can't taste anything?
No, but it tastes a lot different to when it's warm. I tell you that much.
Well, true.
Wow.
Yeah, horrible. Well, no beer's nice when it's warm. Let's face it. Nobody drinks warm beer unless you're British.
You heard that right here from a Brit. He has the accent and all. You heard it.
Yeah.
I don't drink bitter though. The bitter's warm.
Yeah.
I don't drink that. Or ale,
yeah, we're not talking ale. We're talking beer.
Beer, lager beer. Yeah.
Well, here, let's see who's advertising next then.
The crowd is deadly silent.
No one.
Young Cinderella story happening right in front of our eyes. Former quarterback.
Caddyshack.
This February, Michelob Ultra is taking over the big game. Order Ultra now.
More beer.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
That was awesome.
I don't care what
That's
it is.
just as good. That's just as good as the Budweiser frogs. Nothing has topped the Budweiser frogs.
Oh, that was a
Maybe
good one.
the
You're right.
Budweiser penguins, but nothing topped the frogs.
Yeah.
Good. I've had Michelob Original, but I've never heard of what was that Michelob Ultra? Was it? Never had
Yeah, it's they're using apple silicon in it.
Right. Okay.
Oh, he won't drink it then.
Oh, we got a chat in. Look at that.
Ooh,
Awesome.
we have a
Wonder if
chat.
Streamlabs will wake up this time.
Oh, that's super chat of the night. I like it.
Absolutely. We have a super chat from John Pearson for 20 American dollars. Thank you very much, John. We have Budweiser is not piss water. There is no water in it. It's just straight pee-pee.
Oh, hey, talking about ads, wouldn't it be funny to get that other ad in? The one, the allegedly Dave piss drinking one in, have that take over the Super Bowl ads and have that one squeezed in somewhere along the line. That would have been fantastic.
Exactly. Or the PP ad, that'd be funny. Oh, Anna wants to try honey beer just once.
Anyway, just leave Budweiser alone. There's nothing wrong with Budweiser, okay? I'm just not going to say any more about the subject right now. I'm getting upset now. Don't.
He's got shares.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Disclose. Okay, here, we'll play the next one.
Is it snacks?
Yeah.
Hope it's snacks.
Oh.
Peanut butter.
More booze.
What? The walkie. The paint roller. The battery. No. Trash bags. The replay. No way. The egg carton. Did you know the egg carton? It says it right here. Whoa. Electric wheelchair. Did you know that, Lou? Yep. Hawaiian pizza.
Don't get it.
I have no clue.
What was it? Crown Royal? What's that? What was that?
Crown Royal is Canadian whiskey brand, a higher end brand, and the reference to Hawaiian pizza has got to be, Canadian Hawaiian pizza, right? So
Right.
I can't wait to see that whole ad. I wonder what that was.
Hawaiian pizza is good, and yes, pineapple does belong on pizza.
Absolutely.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I can kick you from the meats.
No.
Fight you for it. It's
I
good.
will. I'll fight anybody for that. No, it doesn't. It's illegal. Should be illegal.
Welcome to the Shills City Debate.
Yeah, it's the next.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no, it's not.
Is the next commercial having to do with snacks?
I hope so. Let's see.
Me too.
Downey
Yeah.
So they gotta have
Unstoppables wants to
something
use
for
my
everything.
face for their Super Bowl ad, but I haven't agreed yet.
What?
Because I don't believe it keeps your clothes fresh for over 12 weeks.
Oh.
So I'm going to sniff this thing into the Super Bowl to see if it's true. But until then, I'm totally hiding my identity.
It's pretty obvious who you are.
Hush your mouth, Super Bowl puppy. You don't know me. Smells great now, but we'll see. The clock is ticking, Downey.
Over 12 weeks of freshness.
What the
You
hell?
gotta sniff it to believe it.
What?
Gotta smell it.
The most unlikely advert for a Super Bowl. What?
Yeah.
Washing.
Yeah,
Well,
laundry product.
that Alec?
doesn't-
Was that Alec Baldwin? Because that's the only job he can get these days.
Well, he might get prison cantina pretty soon, so who knows? But yeah, that was a good one because after a lot of people make very spicy things for their parties for the Super Bowl. So after all of that fluffing,
Yeah,
you got to have something fresh for your laundry because
it's like having Chipotle away. You've got to have the Downey after too.
yeah, yikes, exactly.
All right, let's check the next one out. We're 3 minutes and 16 in to a 4 minute and 27 second video. So coming close here.
Okay.
What's the play?
The NFL zone ads.
Housekeeping.
Come on.
Housekeeping.
What the?
Oh, it's an NFL ad.
Yeah. So bearded people are going to come to your door and deceive you on who they are. Good job, NFL. Now I'm creeped out.
Housekeeping.
Yeah. All right, let's hit the next one. That was odd.
Can
That
I
was
just ask,
no snack.
What was that, Purple?
can I just ask, what is the point of the NFL advertising on the Super Bowl?
I don't get it either.
Anybody who would see that ad already knows who the NFL are, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess they
Exactly.
don't have to pay,
I was just wait
Good
for the
point.
National Rifle Association's ad.
No.
Oh, let's play this one here, though.
I'm trying to lock
This
down the
looks
perimeter
snacky.
and you worried about sauce.
Yeah.
It's all about the sauce.
All units code red.
We gotta run it. Come on now.
Dude's going to flip for his sauce.
Yeah.
Don't touch the snacks. Oh dear.
Yeah. I mean, he spoiled as well. I've heard about Americans in your food. You just don't touch the food. Just don't
Don't
do that.
touch other people's food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like a mortal sin.
exactly.
That's
All
like
right.
instant death. Claws come
Yeah.
right out.
Yeah. Here in Britain, it's like knocking over your pint. I mean, that's if somebody knocks your pint, that's what? No. But in America, food.
Mm.
Okay, next one up. I think we might be close. One or two left.
The Bush Guy, cold and smooth survival skills. 3 things are required in the great outdoors: food, drink, and shelter.
Hello, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. For just $1 a day, you can help helpless animals find shelter.
Come again.
Wrong shelter, Sarah. Also, that's a wolf. Head for the mountains.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was the last one.
The snack. That was good. That was a good one. That was a perfect one to end on. But yeah.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. Gotta have the food.
Oh, that was funny.
Brand of beer. I don't know that brand of beer at all.
No. Wasn't interested in the beer. I wanted the food. I wanted to see what it was.
Snacks. You want just this snacks.
Just the snacks. Just the snacks.
Oh, she was a snack to the wolf.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
She was gonna. It was snack time for the puppy. So.
Puppy. Jesus.
Yeah.
Big puppy.
Well, when Matt was growing up, everything from anywhere from like a toy dog that fits in the palm of your hand to a Newfoundland, they were all puppies. Everything was a puppy. So yes.
Yeah, I say puppy to all dogs. It's just
they're all puppies.
Yeah.
Well, our dog's 15 years old and she's still a little puppy. She's tiny.
Exactly. Still puppy.
So, let's slide ourselves back over here, shall we? And
Okay.
And what we'll do is oh shoot, I'm not quite ready. Hold on one second here. There we go. We'll get them all set up and ready here. And we've got nothing less than our Flatzoid. Yay, Flatzoid, you've made Idiot of the Week again. Well, how may you ask, did he become Idiot of the Week again? Well, I'm glad you asked, because
Well,
what we've got...
I want to ask you, how did he get to be Idiot of the Week again?
Well, just look at that.
That's
face.
what I was. Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. So thanks a lot for that. But
sorry, it's William said same fucker again.
Yeah, yeah. But MC Tunes doing the top left awards. Top left, referring, of course, to the Dunning-Kruger effect, and my nomination and yours as well should be Flatzoid, and we're going to show you why right now. Oh man, this guy is a work of art. Holy. So let me get his mug off the screen there, and I'll bring you up just a little 1.5 minute clip of his.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one. Yeah, the confusion.
It's like ASMR.
By an idiot.
Mr. 13 frames.
As far as I know, the sun is coming from this side, shown in the Orion, and just because it's called the dark side of the moon does not mean that the light's not supposed to shine on the moon that side, because the moon is looking that way to Earth and the sun is behind Orion. Please tell me again how it's not fake.
Okay, so hold on here. We'll already give him this. All right, let the fun begin.
Can I do this? It's not fake because physical objects exist in 3 dimensions, not all on a flat plane.
Right, exactly. Though he's a bit behind the times because that all came out like right during the Artemis flipping program at the time. Artemis 1 when it was happening, and I don't know why he's taking him so long to kind of jump on it. I don't know, he's a bit slow.
A bit.
But yeah, it's been explained about 100 times already.
Yeah, a bit slow.
Explain it again then, Matt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's easy because what you're actually looking at is a very small portion of the dark part of the moon. Because if you look at the camera angle and the angle of the spacecraft, you will look at a very small portion. You see the Earth rising over the horizon of the moon, or the dark part of the moon. You look at a very, very tiny portion of it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. It's as simple as that.
Exactly.
But he would never accept the actual explanation because it goes against his grift, which is why I say he's Captain Dunning-Kruger. Look at the arrogance, the feeling of superiority on his face and everything there when he was presenting that. That is Dunning-Kruger in its absolute certainty. So head over to mctune.net. You'll see the top left awards there and get your nomination in for Flatzoid. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think he's already not. Didn't he get the right number of votes? Because you needed 10 votes, isn't it, to get be a nominee? And I think he's already got it, isn't he? Or has he?
Yeah, he's in. He's in already. But the more nominations, the merrier, because they count his votes and everything.
Oh,
right?
the votes for the actual, prize itself. Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah.
Flatzoid. Yeah, he got my vote as nomination. So yeah, that's definitely voting for top left. I think he deserves it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a goober.
So
I think Sorry, go ahead, Dick. Go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
we're gonna switch it up here, and we're gonna do something a tad different and show you something real fun and whatnot. And I just need a second to make sure I hit the right fucking buttons, and this might actually work. So here we go. Yeah, we've got stupid people, stupid animals in a stupid world, and I'm just going to play the first one right off the bat here.
Yeah, that was predictable.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Dear God.
To anyone who has ever pulled the trigger, you knew what was going to happen there.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
look
God,
at
yes.
And look at that guy. Did he look like somebody who is dressed for the occasion? Like, he looks like he just woke up, scratched his smelly nuts, and decided it was a perfect moment to go on camera with a gun. You know, like, fuck.
Poster child for the NRA.
That's what gets me about that one. Everybody knew what was going to happen. Why didn't he?
Yeah, no.
He's holding the gun right next to his face. What did he think
Smooth
was going to
brain.
happen when he pulled the trigger?
But why is his brother taking a shit in the garden?
Yeah, that's
I was wondering
true.
what you're doing too as well.
Yeah. The water got turned
Rescind that
off.
yeah, exactly. Rescind that top left nomination and go for these ones.
Okay, and even when the guy with the gun knocked himself to the ground, the other guy doesn't bother to get up and check if he's okay.
No, I was thinking that. Yeah.
That can't be bothered. He's still taking a shit.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't give a shit, does he? Doesn't give a toss.
No, because the stupid tosser, he got what he deserved.
Yeah.
Hey, Cletus, you're an idiot if you're going to do that. You know I'm not going to help you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Quentin's got a gun out. I'm going to sit here and duck.
Let's play the next one. Let's see what we get here.
I can't wait.
Don't fuck up the Mercedes. Oh shit!
He opened the door.
Oh, he hears him screaming.
What the fuck's going
The
on?
person in the car is screaming.
Good God, that's better than a car alarm.
The bear was like looking, what the fuck? I was just looking for snacks. What the fuck?
Exactly. He was looking for snacks too.
I love these videos where bears just walk up and open car doors.
I was expecting to find the keys and get in the seat and start the ignition and drive off with it.
Right. Screw this. You guys don't have any good snacks. You suck.
Yeah.
I'm going to the store.
He had been watching the show. He was looking for the Pringles.
Exactly. He wanted those Pringles.
He get his paw caught in the tube.
Looking.
It is a little disturbing that there are large predators wandering around who know how to open the doors, though.
No shit. Yeah.
Hey, I've seen Jurassic Park.
Let's check our next one out.
Yes, please. Oh, dear God.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
He's in for it.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Don't do it. No.
Oops.
Oops. Ouch.
Sorry about your luck, buddy. Wow.
Now, I tell you what, we're going to see a lot more videos like that when the ultra low emission zone cameras start going up around Greater London next year.
Yeah, that was British, wasn't it? That was a Britain lamppost. That was.
It didn't look familiar to me. We don't have that weird change at the top. Ours are just all one piece. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was Britain.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay. Let's see what's next then. I think we got a couple more anyway. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry, Purple. Yeah.
And just how does it not occur to these people that that pole was not designed to carry over 100 pounds?
I don't get it.
Smooth brain.
Well, I'm sure we got more.
Oh, look at him go. Oh, look at this one.
Wait for his stupid brother.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, hey, dumbass, get on the thing. Don't just use your front
The
foot.
whole
Get on
body,
the thing.
the whole body, kitty.
Hey, it's not a leg day.
Oh, I gave up.
Aw. That was cute. I like that one.
That was for you, Amy from CF.
Thank you very much. I love that one. That is adorable.
Okay, I think we have one or two more. I'm not sure now. I can't even tell. I just push play and the next one starts. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Get on your back and ride.
Exactly.
Okay, were the monkeys using the pig to make a fast escape, or were the monkeys working with the hunter trying to bring the pig down? I'm not sure here.
Sure, yeah.
Now, call me skeptical, but I think that engine noise was dubbed on.
No way, man. That's real.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
like
wild-
you've heard an African boar in the wild.
I hang around with enough boars.
They sound exactly like an ATV.
Oh, yeah. They got a flat plane crank and an overbore engine, and they rev real high, man.
They do. They sound like your perfect two-stroke. Like the old ones used to be.
Oh man, I wonder if they're bad on emissions. We should here. Let's see if there's one more maybe here. Oh, that was the last one. Oh no, I gotta hit the button again. Yeah. Oh no. Well, you know, it's not our fault. It's just society.
Stupid is,
Those are
stupid
brilliant.
does.
That's right.
My vote goes to the shotgun guy. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yes.
Yep.
Cutest goes to the kitties.
I do not find other people's pain funny unless it is self-inflicted, and they obviously should have known better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let me
William
bring up.
Kirchmar, sorry, can I just say that? William Kirchmar says, I like this part. What's he talking about when we stop talking? Was that what you're saying, William?
The silence.
The silence, quite a bit.
That's the phrase is just saying that that last video says gives riding your hog a whole new meaning.
Yeah. Indeed.
That was brilliant.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, we forgot. Gary Wabinga, who we've banned from the chat because he is such an unbelievable pervert, sent a little personal message in for all of us. Here, I'll play it.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You disgusting pervert, Gary.
I never want to touch anything on that playground again.
No, and I'll tell you right now, he's not worthy of the Gary name. No, he's just Crybenga, as far as I'm concerned.
You see, in that video, which was obviously a video of him. You know, can't claim anything else.
Clearly,
that was definitely a video. He was.
There's video
the problem
evidence.
was he was looking for his clitoris.
Oh,
Did he find it?
No, because he's just a little crybaby girl.
Yeah. I can't find it.
ouch! First and last. And I know.
No.
Yeah, that was ouch. But that was different.
Now,
Oh.
Dick, you're going to have to unblock him so he can comment in the.
I was thinking about it actually.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
Yeah.
it. Nah.
No, go on.
Yeah, let him back in, let him screw it up, and then we have more cannon fodder to throw right back at him.
Yeah.
Well, then you can have the fun of blocking him again.
Yeah, oh, that's a good one.
What?
Okay,
Well,
that's the
no.
idea.
That fun.
I do have a quick question. Do we have the grub muffin for him?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Exactly. Absolutely. You gotta have a grub muffin.
And, well, we haven't brought out the golden cock recently, have we?
Oh, we need that for him too. He is one, so yes, please.
It's such a loser song. That's funny.
That
He's
is
just
funny.
worthy of
Thank
so
you.
many of the gags. You know, I mean, you
He
can
really
just use them
is.
all.
He really is. He called us all perverts, which I find funny. He's just silly.
Yeah.
Another one.
But yeah.
Who thinks the Earth is flat. So yes,
Oh,
that's why
man.
he's so silly. You know, I'm
Yeah, they're
sorry. Thousands
a
of
real
years.
benchmark of intelligence, Aimee.
Exactly. You know, another smooth brain.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. A regular
Theme song.
goober.
Yep. Well, I mean, looking at the time and all, we could get into a couple of things, but I don't even see the point now. We might as well, you know, just have a little jibber jabber and color done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know, we could start with what makes you most of all on the internet in general. It could be you know, TikTok or Facebook or anything like that at all. But this is for everybody watching and in the chat too. But what makes you do this most of all? What gives you that? You know?
Oh my goodness.
I tell you, yeah, for me, it's Flatzoid.
Yay.
Is he catching flies? Is that why his mouth is open like that?
Oh, it could be. Let me just go back over. Yeah, look at that. That's a Venus flytrap attached to an idiot.
I mean, the reason why that we're really pushing Flatzoid and MC Tuners and all the rest of it, so am I, is because he, out of all the flurfs, he is probably the least. Like, do you know we always say that flat earthers are always dumb and all the rest of it? But no, if he wasn't a flat earther, he would still be dumb. You know, he's just thick as two short planks. He hasn't got a freaking clue about anything. But here's the thing. But he's so confident with his fucking idiocies, isn't he? He's like, he really thinks he knows what he's talking about, but he doesn't. And that's why, you know, that's the epitome of Dunning-Kruger. Got to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I give it. Yeah, Aimee, that's why I give it to him, because he's the purest of Dunning-Kruger right now. That's really flinging flat Earth hard for sure.
Well, when the show's over, Dick, you better get on and crack on and get that ad sorted for the Super Bowl so you can get Flatzoid ad out there on the big jumbotron during the games.
One of the things that for me was I noticed it on one of Mr. S's videos, and he was talking about the comet that collided with Jupiter. You know, remember it broke apart and we had that photo of the red dots and it was coming into Jupiter, collided. Well, he brought up a Wikipedia page, and on the Wikipedia page he had this photo, and it's a famous one of the bits of the comet that broken up and is heading towards Jupiter, and it was essentially sort of like an infrared scan of them. So he had these red sort of like, dots, if you like, of varying sizes. I think about 18 of them or whatever it is. And he actually said the craters, or NASA was claiming they're craters, but then underneath the photograph on the Wikipedia page, it literally says what it is right there in front of him. And he's saying that NASA were claiming they're craters. They were not craters at all. They were the actual bits of the comet. Shoemaker, comet coming in. It's like, what? And it's literally, he literally showed the page itself, and it said on the Wikipedia page what it was that he was looking at, and he thought they were craters. Fucking idiot.
Wow,
Okay,
that's harsh.
How could they be craters? Isn't that like having a hole with nothing around it?
Yeah, I just don't understand where he got that from. He literally thought they were craters because all the way through, I was thinking, I think he's confused as to what that photo is. And then right enough, near the end, he said there were craters. What? and then after that, is Mr. S actually showed what the craters were after the impacts, and you had these not the craters, but the impact marks on Jupiter because it's a gas giant, right? And showed them. But he literally thought that those red objects were craters on Jupiter. What the fuck? And it says it right in front of Wikipedia page. You got it from. Moron.
Figures. So we got DKG up.
Yeah, just want to bring a little comment in from the chat here. PJTnet says on last year's top left award, you can vote for FTFE, who's a prominent flat Earth debunker. This year, Toon was not having none of it and denying my nomination for Lokifish too. Lol.
Oh yes, I heard about that. Yeah,
now,
I saw that.
Now Loki is here, so we could ask him why would he vote for you for top left? Because that's Dunning-Kruger, which means you don't know what you're talking about, but very confident. But the problem is you do know what you're talking about. So how is that possibly Dunning-Kruger and top left?
It's because he's holding up the. It's because he's holding up the Dunning-Kruger curve to the mirror.
Yeah.
It's tattooed on his forehead.
Sounds about right to me.
It is kind of funny. It is kind of funny that a flat earther doesn't actually understand the Dunning-Kruger thing that they have, and they don't understand the fucking thing that they have. What?
Yeah, the Dunning-Kruger curve is not difficult to comprehend. There's only two dimensions to it. You know what I mean? It's not difficult, to understand it. It really isn't, is it? So yeah.
I don't know. I'm mad that that Toon wouldn't let me nominate all the flat earthers on Facebook as a single entity. I mean, I explained it. I said if you combined all the flat earthers on Facebook into a single person, they might count as one sentient being.
Well, there's almost enough synapses between them.
No,
to be the equivalent of a brainstem.
Yeah, or brain cell. But I mean, Lokifish knows. You go onto Facebook, especially. Oh God, it really is. It's the worst. The worst. You think the flat earthers here on YouTube are bad enough, but holy crap! But mind you, sometimes the globers can be almost as bad. Not quite, but almost as bad sometimes.
Mm-hmm. They can be.
Yeah, I've taken to calling them the third string bench warmers of flat Earth. This is a moth every time.
I
Globe liabilities.
mean, with all the globers in our community, including the people here, we're all quite humble people. We're all well aware that we've got a knowledge of different things and things like that, but we're also very well aware that there's people out there that know far more than us, and we're willing to actually learn from them. That's the difference. But you get somebody like Flatsoid, he really thinks he knows it all, but knows absolutely nothing. And he won't accept anybody else teaching him anything else.
Yeah,
we're pretty humble. Yeah, we're pretty humble people here, and I'm me included. I know a little bit about my stuff, and I do mean a little bit, but there's lots and lots of people out there know far more than I do, much more, and I'm always being corrected, and I love it when they get corrected because you learn.
You learn something.
I'd like to see a new debate: a flat earther versus a cauliflower, and the cauliflower will win.
Or a head of lettuce. See who laughs.
A lettuce would be, that would be funny. Lettuce.
I still think that Britain should have gone with the head of lettuce for their PM.
Indeed.
I know.
No, we got a guy who literally looks like what was it, Rene the Mouse from Ratatouille.
Yeah.
you bring up a picture of the two side by side, and Rishi Sunak and was it Rene or Rene? Yeah, bring those pictures up there. They look the same.
Yeah, give him a handful of hair and watch him go, man.
Yeah, have him hold on to his hair, but yeah. That would be perfect. Yeah.
Oh, funny.
And he's got a very big nose. Mm.
Who you talking about now? The rat or the prime minister?
Both.
Well, the rat you expected.
I'm kind of laughing to myself earlier that I described the main character of Ratatouille as a mouse. I mean,
I didn't even notice. Oh my God, I should repack my pipe.
Right, I'm top left.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Clive Wells, I suggested Phil Bell debate a Tubalard when Gary would bring chickens out of the debate he wanted to have. Yeah, that's about equal footing. I agree there.
Yes. Irene was right. Manu Cat loves Ratatouille.
Hey, Gary, what do you think about a Tubalard, buddy? You sick prick. Jesus.
Exactly. Oh,
I actually want Flatsoy to debate Professor Dave, because you've seen Flatsoy's been trying to debunk Professor Dave recently and doing a really, really bad job of it. I'd love to see that debate. Oh my! I mean, if you think David Weiss is going to be an absolute hammering, then he's just going to walk all over Flatsoy, surely.
Oh yeah,
it'd be like it would be nothing, would it really, to him?
Exactly. We do have a sad comment. Sweet 70433 says, "Rest in peace, Burt Bacharach." Very true. That's very sad.
Did he die? I didn't know he died.
He did. He did. Just recently, like
damn.
yesterday. Yeah, I think it was either today or yesterday, but yeah.
What a
very recent.
He died.
Yeah, I was talking about this with my daughter. I said he basically just turned over to BBC Radio 1 and heard what the current state of modern music was and just keeled over and died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it. What's the point?
I know.
Yeah, he signed up to Spotify and took his own life within 30 minutes.
I know. Damn Spotify. It's taking all our good ones.
Yeah. I cannot live in a world where I have to listen to Justin Bieber in an elevator. I'm out.
Wikipedia says he died on the 8th.
Thank you. So it was 2 days ago.
Yeah. That's the
How old is he? He must have been in his 90s, was he?
He was, I believe.
It says he was born in 1928.
Yes,
so, yeah, he was only a few short of 100.
Yeah.
Wow. Look, Matt, it's not the age, it's the tempo.
Yeah, it's very true.
Well, that would have made him 95.
Oh. Almost to his 95th birthday.
Yeah.
Sweet says he was 90.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Sweet.
94, because he didn't,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't quite make it to his birthday. But yeah, thank you very much, Sweet, for reminding us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know he had died.
I know.
Neither did I.
Yeah, I thought I remembered hearing that, but then I kind of forgot about it too. And then so they reminded me. Thank you.
I wonder what key his last breath was in.
C.
G. D. D minor, the saddest of all.
Oh.
I just asked my Nina as well. She didn't know that Burt Bacharach died either. So yeah, it couldn't have been, Yeah, singer and songwriter. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm going to call up Burt Bacharach's family and give them a fucking good telling off that they didn't call you as soon as Burt died to let you know.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
sake.
it's so remiss of them to keep you informed.
Damn it! Could you write a very rude letter for me, please?
I will. I will.
A very strongly worded one.
Very strongly worded.
I will write it on the flowers that I'll be sending.
Yeah.
Say,
there we go.
Cunt,
How
you didn't
dare
keep
you.
Matt informed.
Or my missus. And my missus knows everything that goes on the celebrity world, literally, but not this time.
There you go. Well, What do you guys think here? We could go around the table and get thoughts and opinions from everybody, but I'm scared y'all will fucking answer me. So I'm not really sure where to go now.
Hit it with fire.
Exactly. Just go kaboom and call
Well,
it a day.
if you're going to go, I'd like to do a quick shill if that's possible.
Go for it.
Inappropriate.
What? I'm not going to say anything. It's not inappropriate.
If you're going to
It's like a telegram.
Camera. Oh, okay.
It's like a telegram. You're getting charged by the word. So go ahead.
Exactly. And,
Right?
we don't want your OnlyFans, okay?
Just put it on my bill if I'm getting charged for this. Fine.
I swear to God, if you shave on the internet again, fuck.
You're done.
Well, it was suggested. DKG just suggested to shave my nuts next time. So
yeah, this week is sponsored by Manscaped.
I don't have a high enough resolution screen for that.
Oh dear God.
Oh, damn you. But anyway, what I was going to say was I'm starting a new show tomorrow. I did a little trial last Saturday and it went okay. So I'm starting a new live show tomorrow at 4 o'clock GMT. I don't know, what's that? 11 a.m. Eastern, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern. On my channel. So come along. So what we're going to do is I'm going to look at the debate between what was it, T Jump and what's his name, Kyle Adams. It was about the moon landing. So we're going to have a little look at that and tear it apart and stuff like that.
Does T-Jump know how to go on the internet without arguing with people? I mean, it seems to be the only thing he does.
I know. He just debates. That's all he does, isn't he? Debates about everything, literally everything. He'll debate about a can of beans, quite literally.
Well, I did get in contact with him to try and come on this show, and we spent 2 hours debating it.
Debating what time of day.
He looks like he has a very comfy chair.
I know he does. You think he's got an armchair in front of his computer, isn't he? And I get this impression he's got one of these really big screen as well. Because when he's doing things, he's looking up, looks left and look right, and you can see he's looking at a screen. So
Charlie's saying he plays video games while he's debating. So that's
is he really?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Come on.
A lot of people do that. You'll see, or they'll be doing a reaction video about a topic, and they'll be playing a video game as they do so.
What the hell?
That's ridiculous.
I know. I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, so I could never do that. But
Same. Yeah.
Well, it can't be any worse. Did you know what Bev did when he came on to Blue Marble's channel and he came in a Discord?
No.
Flat Earther Bev, correct?
Yeah. Flat Earth Bev. He said, "Oh, well, you do get like a 10-minute presentation." It was him and Chike wanted to have a debate on Blue Marbles. So he played a music video, a Flat Earth music video.
Oh.
And it absolutely no meaning whatsoever. He just played the video, music video. And Blue Marble went fucking nuts. And I bloody blame him. Just played a fucking bit of music. Little twat.
Ugh.
Well, let's kick it around. Everybody can say a quick goodbye and I'll blow us all sky fucking high. Let's here. I'll work the list backwards here. So we'll start with purple rhymes with orange.
Bye all.
All right, quick and easy. Oh yeah, that's the kind of date you want, right? M2M, what do you think?
Just join me tomorrow 4 o'clock on my channel. Links in the chat right now. Thank you very much. That's it.
All right, Resident Martian.
Night all. Don't worry about the grays. They'll only probe you for the first couple hours.
I'm not sure if Commander 401 is back or not yet, so I'll just wait and see if the mic unmutes and babble for a second. I don't think so, so we'll check in with DKG Custom.
Well, 2 things. Lokifish is right. The Greys will only probe you for the first 2 hours, but for a 50% discount, you'd have to go to Lokifish Marz's channel to get the promo code for that one. On the second thing, I was watching earlier a clip of. Do you remember the film The Three Amigos? And they have the scene where they first meet El Guapo and they're facing him and they're all running around, and then one of them shoots, one of the Three Amigos, and it's Steve Martin's goes over and he gets the gun off the gun. He goes, "Look, real bullets. Can somebody please take that scene?" and Jesus, please God, can you put Alec Baldwin's face on? I want to see that, please. Good night, everybody. Thank you. And now off you fuck.
All right. And so we go to Aimee. Aimee, what do you think?
Oh, hey, thank you very much. That was a very fun evening. I'm glad that this is an evening that I decided to come back on. It's been a lot of fun. So thank you very much. I want to thank everybody in the chat too. You've been great. Thank you so much. It was fun. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Gary, pull your hand out of your fucking pants.
It's over. Go home. Go.